Welcome, everybody, to another riveting episode of Puff Drink Talk. As always, one of your hosts here, Dylan Wilson.
Hilton.
George.
And Maria.
That's right. Today we are joined by Miss Maria Gomez. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Where you come from?
I am from Mexico. I've been living in Austin for almost a year. I work for the best flooring company in the world, Ballerini Floors, with Hilton and Dylan. And yeah, I love to bake. I love to listen to music. I love to have a good time. And I love to sell.
And you like to sing as well, because
I do.
You sing well. You're slightly above average on singing.
Slightly above average. Everyone in this office is just slightly above average.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, it's above average.
Exactly.
For every member, for 100%
Honestly,
of a company.
That's a great name for a new podcast.
Slightly above average.
Slightly above
Hey,
average.
there we go.
But you know what? I would have to be in this podcast.
That
because
would be your podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would talk about all things that are just slightly above average. And I
You're
could
welcome
give like
for the idea.
yeah. Oh my gosh, Dylan. No, really, because I could really,
Should talk about things is slightly above average.
So I'm gonna
That's awesome.
Great.
I
The
can
guy I
say-
saw last weekend.
Yeah. So, for example, if the topic is boys and I have female co-stars, I can say, okay, so today we're going to talk about what a relationship that's slightly above average should look like. So what's the bare minimum with a guy? Like, you know, if you're talking about that, you can talk about so many different
That
topics.
could be a hit.
Slightly above average food, slightly above average purses, and then like, oh my gosh.
I see the appeal.
Oh my gosh.
I
Now
would listen to this podcast.
I almost now want to start it because I'm afraid that somebody listening to this will steal the idea.
Yeah.
Well,
We
lucky
can
for you,
cut it.
I know some people that have a studio you could use.
Oh my gosh, you see? But you'd have to be willing to be a guest sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know, Hilton too.
I'd be
you
a pretty
too.
slightly above average
I mean,
guest.
I need. Yeah, of
Would you have
course.
me as a guest?
Of course, Hilton.
Because I'm slightly above average.
Correct.
It'd have to
And
be
you
her
know-
first guest.
And then I think what I like about the name is that it's not pretentious. And it's just like, like everyone will feel a little bit like that somehow,
Yeah.
Like I'm not average. I don't need to be exceptional.
Yeah.
Right,
I
that's
can be
not
just
arrogant.
slightly-
I'm
yeah.
slightly,
I'm
above,
slightly above
average.
average.
Average
Yeah.
is great. Average is good. I'm slightly above that.
But
Slightly.
I do happen to know a person when
Means I'm
this
humble.
whole thing started because I once called a friend slightly above average and he got really offended. And I was like,
Ooh.
"Oh, why?"
Give me more context on that. I want to hear the story.
Oh, well, there was this friend, and I was like, he's obviously good looking, and I was like, trying to be, respectful and everything. I said, well, I do understand that there are certain advantages when you go about life walking and looking slightly above average. And then this person replies, slightly above average?
What?
Like, what? I'm sorry. I was not offending you. I was practically saying you're handsome, but I was just trying to be very polite about it and
Yes.
discreet.
You think you're being like somehow passive aggressive or maybe?
No, not at all.
No,
Well,
not
maybe
you, baby.
Maybe he took
interpreted
it
as like,
that way, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Maybe he
throwing
didn't-
shades.
He
okay.
didn't realize I was flirting.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's the worst thing. It
Yeah,
seems
like it doesn't land properly.
It seemed my intention was to flirt, and I ended up with the man angry.
Yeah, that was
I
a
ended up
slightly
offending
below
him.
average comment from him. Let's put
It
this
reminds
way.
me, have you ever seen the movie Fighting Temptations with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that actor, but no, I have not seen it.
So on this podcast, Maria, you're not familiar with this, but I'm the king of having never seen any movies. So
Oh
I
wow, that's so sad.
I really have not seen a lot of movies, but that's one that I have seen, and it's about a guy. Doesn't really matter. He's like a gospel choir director, and there's a point where he's like interviewing them for his choir, and this lady's singing, and he's like, "That was really good," and she's like, "Just good," and starts crying. It always reminds me of that because it's meant to be a compliment what she said, but the guy did not take it that way. He was like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?"
I mean, I've had a person hear me sing and reply, "You suck." I don't
Oh, I
think
know
it
that.
get worse than that.
Yeah.
That would be me. I did say
So
that.
I
That
don't-
person
so
in
I-
the room.
So I don't understand why people get offended with slightly above average.
But
hey,
I'm very sarcastic as well.
I know.
So. Yeah, she has a really good voice, you know. I wouldn't
thank
say
you.
that to the public, but to you, yeah, you sucked. But to the public, I would say, no, she's really good.
I knew it was with love.
She has a music on Spotify.
Oh my gosh, are we
got
gonna
a song
bring my
there?
15-year-old
Yeah,
self
she
back?
really does. So she's trying to be humble about it, but apparently she's really popular in her city, kind of famous actually. They recorded this song and it ended up on Spotify. And now she just brings it up subtly, like, "Oh yeah, I did this thing once."
Yeah, it was my last year of high school. A friend
Okay.
invited me to write
George
a
is
song.
gonna pull it up.
We won like a national contest from our university, like with that song, and then like everybody liked it, and the music video ended up being promoted by the government because it featured a lot of like the places that are the most like notorious places of the beach town where I'm from. So yeah, it was pretty cool. We had our little moment of city fame back when I was in my last year of high school. Yeah.
Cool.
That was
Yeah.
fun. I mean, but right now it's just like it's fun to think about it. Like, oh my gosh, it's cool that I did that. Like, I have this song that I did like for this one time 10 years ago. I kind of like that I took the chance on those types of experiences because they're good memories. They're fun times.
It gives me the vibes, as in Brazil we say, like you gotta write a book, plant a tree, and whatever that is. Remember that? The three or
Yeah, I
four
remember
things?
about writing a book and planting a tree. I don't remember
Yeah,
the rest of
there's,
it.
There's more. So I would feel like that, you know, like one of my something from my bucket list that
Yeah.
I didn't even know I wanted.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't even know I wanted, like accomplishment of, you know, I would feel great about that. Yeah, you have something to tell. Like Hilton once beat Nelson Piquet.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So you have.
Is
something
that
to
coming
tell.
up again?
Yeah. No, this is a lot, way more. You know, it's not as lightly
We-
above the.
It's,
you know, the
it's
average,
slightly,
you know, like-
slightly above
Oh,
average.
that's a little bit more than that, my friend. Yeah.
It's not every time that you beat a 3 times Formula 1 world champion on a karting race
Yeah.
when his kart was broken.
Yeah.
That I forgot to mention. Well, it wasn't the engine that was broken. It was just like the right side of somebody kind of hit him, but you know, it shouldn't affect aerodynamics because it's a karting, you know.
Anyway. Well, this is definitely not slightly above it. average.
No,
The
this cigar is
This
really
cigar
good.
is-
Shout
Yeah.
out Pipe World. They hooked us up with this limited edition that they would only sell one, and so like, we gotta do a review. And then it's like, okay, how many you need? And then so I'll pick up 3. Really good cigar, man.
Does the smell bother you? No. Oh, you're having yours. What's that?
It's a tiny cigar.
Was it-
It's sweet, isn't it?
It's a
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, I can smell it. Good.
You know, I don't typically smoke cigars, but I wanted to be an official part of this podcast today. So
But she
I
does
was
that
like,
yellow
let's do
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What's
she
that?
does these Ferrero
Oh.
Rochers.
Yeah.
Rocher.
Or sheriff.
Where are we in the world right now?
We are slightly
Texas.
above the
We are
equator.
in Texas.
It's one of my favorite things when I go over to my brother-in-law's house, and his Dominican fiance loves to correct my pronunciation and accent on everything.
In Spanish?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, we're not anywhere near where it matters. Do you know what I was trying to say? Well, yeah. I'm like, then it worked. That's what
Exactly.
communication and language is portraying
That's
a
always
message, and
important,
you have
yeah.
to receive the message. The nitpickiness, come on.
I don't have an accent. You guys have noticed it. I have no accent at all. My English is perfect. It's almost like a native
At all.
Native American. You know?
American.
Almost, I'd say.
Yeah,
Because it's
almost,
American.
What's your-
it's
your
American.
best,
You're right. So,
American.
like
American accent. If you were
American.
trying to,
I said American is American. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Yeah, you can American, not American.
It's pretty
Yeah.
nosy, like in
Yeah,
nasal.
yeah.
It's nasal.
It's a little nasal. Yeah, I can
pretty-
speak
a
like
little bit
that.
Nasal.
Or I can speak like when I do the battle of the logos for Commanders and
Or-
Buccaneers.
I'd love to hear him on TV.
Yeah.
The Commanders with a 25-yard gang down to the 13-yard line. You just got to pick it up. I could see you doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see Hilton doing that as well.
You
Yeah,
could be
we
like a
should-
sportcaster for like
I do.
Formula
Yeah,
One.
we could bounce each other up, right?
So someone's like the color commentator, and the other one's talking about like, okay, first and 10, gain 2 yards. The other guy's talking about, okay, here's Joe Burrow last season. Like you're bringing up extra stats and stuff while one person's calling the game, and then you'd probably be like the color commentator, which is like adding
And-
the flair.
Of course, they have templates. You know exactly. But
Oh, yeah.
And they create a special. If you are just slightly above average,
Slightly above average.
you people know you, but you gotta be.
The magic
than
happens-
just average.
Slightly above average is going to be on the title of
Of
this
this episode.
podcast.
Yeah.
The
Hey.
magic though with the commentators, like they're so into it that you're
Let's talk
listening
about-
to their voice inflect while like the touchdown's happening or anything in the sport's happening. Someone's doing an overtake around turn 14, like you hear their voice just start amping up and they're like, "Oh my God, Max Verstappen's gonna win!" Like they just get so excited, you get excited.
Max
Verstappen.
Verstappen.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Max Verstappen.
Do-do-do-do-do. Dude, he's gonna win the championship, I think.
Yeah, man.
What are the
it's
odds
really
on that?
hard.
You know what I'm counting on?
Put $100 on
You
it.
know that he,
Take a chance.
Dylan. You know that all the rookies are under his arm, right?
The hookies.
Right now, yeah, rookies.
I say hooky.
Hooky. They are all. It's like 5 or 6, right? They are all.
This year?
Yeah, oh, no,
six.
like-
Porcelletto,
Look, they didn't break down.
Antonelli.
Six.
He's good friends with Gabrielle
Yeah, exactly.
and
All of
Kimmy.
them. So I'm just
All of the rookies, yeah.
now. I'm just wondering.
That makes me
which
respect
one,
him more.
Which one will take the hit for the team? One might take Nando out. I want to see which one would be courageous enough to do that.
Well, if they got caught, I mean, I don't.
I
What
call
does
it
what does Bortoletto have to lose?
exactly right. So, man,
Nothing.
you're gonna be the next Red Bull driver.
I don't know. Hajar wants that seat. He's in it.
He got it. He got it. Yeah.
So well, he's not going to give it up. But
Yeah. Every single driver who said that to Verstappen today, they traumatized. They're all traumatized.
that second seat is like, you don't want it, man.
You don't want
it's
it.
like
You don't want it.
it's haunted.
Mm.
You're seeing ghosts out
it's
there
a
on the
bad
track.
move. And Yuki Tsunoda is not on the grid next year, but you gotta do cigar review, right?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Honda's not going to be happy.
Huh?
Honda's not going to be happy.
No,
Yeah.
but
But he's still gonna drive, the cars. Like he's still be involved with the team.
He's just not a starting.
He's
No,
not
starting,
on.
yeah.
He's not on the grid.
Yeah.
Incredible.
We talk about Formula One. Maria faces off.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but
It's okay.
I'm willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Formula One is just a sport that is slightly above average.
We don't need-
For sure, like golf.
Don't worry about a thing. Yuki Tsunoda is not on the grid.
Yeah. But, well, whatever.
What are you
He's
gonna do, right?
slightly above average anyways.
Yeah, it's good enough to be there. What are some other slightly above average things that we all interact with every day?
Okay, let's pick a topic. I love the slightly above average
Yeah,
concept.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
something great to talk about.
Tell me about a country that is slightly
Toll
above
road.
average. Okay.
The toll road is slightly above average. Some days it doesn't really get you anywhere faster, really. We were comparing that today going to a job
I
site.
see,
It
I
was a
see.
2-minute difference.
Yeah.
But if you're with
How
traffic,
how much would be the difference in price? Like $5?
It just depends. Different ones have different prices. So
Yeah.
there's a website where you can track your route because some are $1 something, some are like $2. If you assumed they're like $1.75 each, then it's $3.50.
back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah, if you hit one, So
Yeah.
Sometimes
So-
it's $8. I've already paid like $8, almost $9. It wasn't a big advantage. But,
The time of the day also dictates a lot on
I
toll roads.
forget what my mom told me something crazy, and I forget the number. So, but she lives in Liberty Hill and she works downtown. She only goes into the office twice a week, but just that
$15.
It's like one way. I think it's $30 a day in toll bills to go to work.
I believe that.
I was like, golly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit.
But you know the
But you
the
save so much
distance.
time.
Yeah, the distance she travels,
Yeah.
she can do that in about 35 minutes instead of an hour and 35
And-
minutes.
Right, and especially in traffic. So
Yeah.
that's why I would classify that as slightly above average. It's not amazing,
No,
but it
no,
is slightly above average. What about you?
Good.
I agree with that. You know, that's the other day I was looking at just keeping up on that subject a little bit, and I was looking, and then I was saying like, if you go, I went to a Tuesday to go to the Red Horn for the for
IA?
no for
BXN?
the BXN meeting. And then it was showing like if you go this way, it's 22 minutes. If you take the toll road, it's 23 minutes. It's $1.32.
What's the
Oh, it
point?
showed you the
Yeah,
price.
that has no sense. That
And then I
makes
was
no
like,
sense,
for a
yeah.
minute, I'll I'll save $1.32.
Exactly.
So my favorite is like because I'm over in Pflugerville, and sometimes like during traffic, especially like going south to the airport, it's like almost 12 more miles or like to go like down 130, like come all the way around, and it's like 15 minutes faster. So you're driving way more miles, but the speed limit on 130 is 85, and everyone's going 100, and there's no traffic, and you go out really fast down, and then you come back in, and instead of going that way, it's just so much faster.
And you have too many schools at that time.
And so you're paying for the toll. It's extra gas because that's 30 more miles basically each way. So, but it's faster, so it's convenience. Convenience doesn't come free.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
If you go to the gas station, you go buy a water. It's way more expensive than if you go to a Walmart. It's the convenience. Why do you want to drive to a Walmart and go all the way into the back of the store to get a Walmart or to get a water? So it's
literally convenience stores.
like you pay. That's the
If you-
name. You're paying for that
Yeah.
convenience.
Imagine if you're in a traffic jam, and then somebody comes and selling water.
That happens a lot in Mexico.
Yeah, in
To be
Brazil as
honest,
well.
like if
Yeah.
you're in the street, and especially if you're in a big city like Monterrey, Mexico City, Guadalajara, where there's like
Yeah.
so much traffic.
I got it.
Here promoting big cities in my countries as a proud Mexican. But yeah, you'll have people selling waters, snacks, like they sell everything. They'll sell flowers, chocolates, candy, nuts, water, drink, like everything. If there's traffic, people are just selling on the street all the time. And they'll go to your car, like car by car. It's very common.
Yeah, in Brazil it happens the same way.
I
You
hate
can
that here.
you can buy like sweet popcorn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
I just have everything I need already. When I'm like driving, you see this all the time. Where like downtown, I hate when people come up to my window and like try to talk to me or like buy a ticket, whatever it is. You know, I always will just. It's the same move every time. You fake a phone call.
Man,
And you sorry, I'm on the phone.
Half of the country.
don't want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. We
You
went to
just
the
fake
movies.
a phone
Remember
call.
that? Remember like with Samantha?
It's my go-to move.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
You see, because you know.
I
like,
just say I don't want it. That's
Yeah.
I
it.
like to be
Because
polite.
you know
I like
what-
to go.
Thank
you
on
don't
a
want to
phone
be.
call.
Yeah, you don't want exactly. You don't want to be impolite, but you gotta
Yeah,
be straight to the point. You know, because if
I'm
you
diplomatic.
if they doubt a second that they might get
Hey,
it to
Dylan
you,
doesn't
they
know.
will follow you. Yeah.
Dylan doesn't know, but he's a good politician.
Like, oh yeah, you're ready, man.
He's diplomatic.
I am
Because
diplomatic.
diplomacy is important in
It
the
is.
politics world.
I just don't like talking in front of a lot of people, but if I was comfortable with that, I could definitely sell ice to a snowman.
Yeah.
Could try to at least.
Oh, yeah,
I'll tell you
Maria.
why you need it.
Is that,
He can
you
sell.
have a shot.
I know that.
Yeah, you have a shot.
It's the
It's
power,
just
the power of
attacking from a
persuasion, convincing, charisma. It involves a lot of
Ooh.
factors. I feel
And sometimes
Why-
you shouldn't
You know?
waste your time.
Yeah.
Why is Maria sitting so low?
because
She's a
I'm so
shorty.
short. I'm
No.
so short, and like if I pull this chair higher, my
don't think it
feet
can.
will be
This is like
like,
a
they're
hanging-
gonna be dancing. This is my chair.
So
She's like
So-
4'2".
Yeah.
let's say that
no, I am
Maria's-
5'2", not 4'2". Thank you.
Maria's
very
chair
much.
is slightly below
Below
average.
average.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking at the
Bummer.
camera and she was like tiny.
Yeah.
I am, but I'm tiny, but the best person you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good. So what is another is slightly above average that we think of?
Spaghetti.
Okay.
Well, if
solid
we
pasta.
can-
Solid pasta. It's a slightly above average pasta, in my opinion. It's everyone's staple.
Yeah.
An easy spaghetti, meat sauce, or meatballs. To me, that's not. If you do it right, it's slightly above average. Spaghetti.
If you know how to cook spaghetti?
Do I know how to cook
No,
spaghetti?
like what
No,
you're
like,
saying
it
is
wouldn't be.
If you like, no, if you know how to, right?
yeah, if you know
Yeah.
how to
A
cook
proper
a spaghetti,
spaghetti,
Yeah.
Assuming it's cooked well, I think it's slightly above average. In the world of pasta dishes, I think it is. You can agree or you can disagree. That's my
No,
opinion.
I think spaghetti, yes. There
Yeah.
are other pasta that is slightly above the above.
Correct.
Yeah,
This
correct.
is that's exactly. It's slightly.
So many
Above
levels here,
average.
man.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some
Yeah.
might even
So
take
I-
this as
Many
a
layers, right? Yeah.
And spaghetti is easy.
yeah.
If you know
like for
what you're
me,
doing.
spaghetti is like, let's say, yeah, but I would agree, slightly above average. But if it's like a well done spaghetti, because if like you're using like a canned sauce and like just
There's
No,
better
no.
pastas.
like
That's my
that kind
point.
of stuff.
No,
Some-
Yeah.
he's talking about the comparing to the other pastas, right?
Oh,
that there
okay.
are.
I got you.
Spaghetti is the one that is the entry level, and of course you have to know how to cook them all. I can do any pasta.
But you're Italian.
Yeah, cooked the right way, and I can
Doesn't
do
stop at pasta.
yeah, and I can do a spaghetti bolognese. That is, when I make it, the girls, my daughters, they just go crazy on it. They repeat like 2 or 3 times, because it is slightly above average. You know what I mean?
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, and then it just you can just go back to it and get some more. Sprinkle a little
Yeah.
bit shredded Parmesan cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and
You have to remember that slightly above average is not always a compliment.
well,
Yeah.
some, yeah,
For
yeah.
some, that's what we were talking. So spaghetti
Yeah,
to me
that's the
fits
whole
that
point
mold.
of it.
What are some like way above average pastas then? If we can give context here.
Farfalle.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Butterfly. The butterfly pasta, because you can have it stuffed. Man, there's so many ways that you can do that. So I would say that it goes well because
But do a little search on the types of pasta. We show that.
Homemade tortellini is more than slightly above average.
My
Yes.
mom makes.
I agree.
Yeah. My mom once made a pasta with ostrich egg.
I believe
It
it.
was
wow.
awesome. You have no idea.
But it all depends like what's the way you prefer.
Pappardelle.
Penne. I like
Mhm.
penne because the sauce goes inside, and you have that. It comes with more sauce than the
It's
other
like
pastas.
one of the most popular pastas with Cajun food, with the
Mhm.
creamy Cajun pasta
Yep.
or sauce that gets all in there. Yeah. Lasagna. To me, I know there are some that are really, really good, but to me, lasagna is not like anything. I know it's a process, but if we're talking just the pasta,
Mhm.
it's a
Yeah,
sheet,
no,
man.
we're talking about the
Yeah.
pasta, right?
Okay.
Put on images. Okay, let me put a.
You have this stuffed too, angel hair.
So I prefer angel hair over regular
Eh?
spaghetti.
I
Yeah,
do.
and
Yeah.
your
So
hair
do I.
is, although it's cooked so quickly.
It does,
Yeah.
but I just texturally it's light, and I just prefer it.
Yeah,
So bow tie, farfalle,
Yeah, the farfalle.
it's all right.
I love it.
bucatini, thicker
Mhm.
spaghetti. This is
Yeah.
interesting to me.
Mhm. It's short. It's just tiny like that.
I love egg noodles.
Yeah, they were good.
This is the most traditional.
Fettuccine's a standard,
Yeah.
yeah.
But fettuccine, my mom, the pasta that my mom did was a fettuccine. And fettuccine is good because there's a good amount of pasta.
Thick enough.
Yeah, and then you can actually get the taste of the pasta itself, because like on an spaghetti, it's pretty much like whatever
Dominated
you
by the
have,
sauce.
we have the sauce with, right? So the fettuccine, you actually taste the pasta. So if it's a good, well-made pasta, and then that's what I'm saying. The fettuccine, spaghetti is like entry level, right?
Yeah, but I think it's slightly above average.
Yeah.
Average to me is like macaroni. Macaroni and cheese is an average dish.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
elevate it, but it's an average dish.
Yeah, a pasta dish for sure. Mac and cheese is like average or even slightly below.
It's
that.
slightly below
Yeah,
average,
I would
yeah.
say,
Slightly
for
below. So
sure.
that's you have standards. Spaghetti to me is kind of a standard. I personally like it. I'm putting it slightly above average.
So this is great because we now create.
We go to restaurants.
We're creating boundaries between the levels. I like that.
Yeah,
Now I'm navigating better. Yeah,
fusilli, like the
fusilli.
spiral. This
Yes.
is amazing in pasta
That's another
salad,
one.
like
Yes.
cold
You know
pasta
that-
salad,
Yeah,
antipasta.
true.
The problem with fusilli is that they mix the different types of fusillis, right?
Yeah,
And then you have like they mix like
Inconsistency.
3 or 4, and then only one will taste good. The rest takes shit. So I would say that it's below average, not even slightly.
When well made, and especially
If you
made
do
from
a
scratch,
one type of fusilli,
gnocchi
yes.
for sure. That's what I was gonna say. A good gnocchi made from
Gnocchi.
scratch.
I don't like gnocchi.
It's
I
I
love
love
gnocchi.
gnocchi. I love it, but I do
I would
feel
place
like
that
that's
above average.
Yeah.
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
make
No, I
a
don't like
good
gnocchi at all.
It's above
It's
average.
super easy to make
I know.
badly. It
The
takes
variety.
some finesse.
Also the variety.
My significant other loves gnocchi, and then she makes it, and I'm like, good. I'm getting my steak, and I'm not eating that.
Oops.
Well, to each their own.
Ling-
Lasagna.
Yeah.
Lasagna is
My
it's
lasagna,
well-made lasagna.
I
Linguine is
would
good
say,
because it's
is one
thicker
of my favorite dishes
and
that I
not
can
as
cook.
wide,
Lasagna?
so you
But
have the same
I
feel
do
as
put a
the
lot of effort into it.
Fettuccine.
fettuccine.
Yeah, very similar to fettuccine.
Yeah.
Macaroni we talked about. You can elevate
Yes.
it. Average. Manicotti. You're stuffed shells, right?
Yes, but yeah,
shells,
that
that's
one
right.
you need a good chef. It's not that.
Made properly could be
Yeah.
good, right?
Orecchiette.
Yeah, these are like the little. They almost look like clamshells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call them little ears, but I think of them as like a little half shell. You
Yeah,
know?
conchinha.
I'm a huge fan of orzo. I make a lot of orzo dishes all the time. I wouldn't say it's like an above average though, but I like it personally.
I never had
You see,
orzo.
there's a difference.
Never had
above and
orzo.
above.
Yeah.
Oh, you never
You see
I'm
that?
Big fan of orzo.
2 different
Yeah.
levels, right? Because you said above.
No.
I got above. Ah,
Above.
come on, man.
I'm
I
putting
got you.
gnocchi above. I love
Yeah,
gnocchi.
gnocchi's
Out
amazing.
of all the pastas, the one I think I consistently cook the most is orzo. I cook it on a bi-weekly basis. I always have that stocked in my pantry. I'm always cooking it.
Yeah.
I made like a bolognese thing over. It's good. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy though. It's simple. It's almost like rice-shaped pasta.
There we go.
Penne.
Yeah. Penne for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I cook penne once a week at least, and fusilli once a week. You know, the girls love it.
They love it.
And it's funny because they don't like mac and cheese. You know, when we go out and then they order anything else on the the kids menu because they go like, they don't like mac and cheese because I know how to cook a pasta, and I'm sorry about knowing how to cook a pasta.
There we go. Tagliatelle.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my tops.
Tagliatelle is tagliatelle.
They
Okay?
keep it
Tagliatelle.
homemade, like it's not straight, like because
Yeah,
it's done by hand.
that's good.
Also
But again-
similar to fettuccine, a little wider, right?
15 more seconds on the water, you
Your toast.
That's
you
great.
screwed it.
I love it. Tortellini.
Talk about 5 seconds too long. Vermicelli. These
Yeah.
are like super thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Ziti. Okay. Baked ziti.
Never had that.
Looks like a bunch
had
of
baked ziti a
penny
million
put
times.
it together.
Not
Yeah.
a big fan. No.
There
Some
you
people
go.
love it though.
And 27 types. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a lot of carbs though. Italian food, breads.
You get
and-
the right type of
yeah.
flour. Semolina.
Yeah. Well, in Europe, all pasta in Europe is so much easier to eat, and you don't feel bloated and stuff.
I know. I'd
Over
love to
here-
have that here, man.
Over
Yeah.
here, you eat it, and then you go like,
It happened to me even when I first moved from Mexico. I feel that, the first month or two, even if I was cooking the same things I was eating at home, I was feeling bloated. I think definitely like food in America is very, very processed.
I think it's the pasta that comes
it
in
took
here.
some time not just pasta. I mean, like, I think
The other
I
ones
think
as well, yeah.
in general, food.
Too much corn in
The
it.
general-
artificial ingredients.
Yeah, like the I feel like all of that, you know, in Mexico, it's really easy to go to a market and still get like really natural and processed
Fresh.
things for a very reasonable price. So I did feel like that changed a lot when I moved over here.
And you see, earlier in this show, we were talking about scarcity. You know, like how we pay more for things.
Yeah.
So then we eat a good pasta. You shouldn't even compare as in the same category. You know, like the way you pay your bread is different from the way you buy you pay your I don't know any other product. So why do you compare something processed, you know, over processed as you mentioned, a lot of additives in that, and then you compare to a homemade pasta in Italy, like
Correct.
that you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't compare those prices. It's not like that. But sometimes you don't have the choice. Sometimes you get it cheap, you know?
That's all we get in here anyway, so.
On that note, are y'all familiar with Tom Segura, the comedian?
Yeah.
So this is him, if you're not familiar with him here. This gentleman.
And he likes pasta?
He brought some Italian pastry chefs over and partnered with some people and started a pop-up downtown at the fairground, and it's a authentic Italian pastry shop called Ciccio Bomba.
He in Austin?
Is that here in
downtown.
Austin? Wow.
Okay.
And this is the pastries that they're making, man. Look at this stuff.
That looks
Oh, look at that.
Authentic
amazing.
Italian pastries. And
Shout out to the photographer, eh? Holy cow.
it looks incredible,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm dying to try it.
They captured the,
So
you know,
I
the
follow
idea.
Tom Segura. I like him a lot, and he's always talked about his favorite dessert, like his guilty pleasures, like those Italian chocolate croissants. But it has to be, or French maybe, but it has to be those European ones, like the way they make them over there are just different. So it's such a passion it is that they started a pop-up over here. But I really want to go try one of their chocolate croissants because they're supposed to be to die for.
Austin is attractive, man.
Croissant is a French dish, but the Italians know how to do it as well.
Croissant.
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 You.
Croissant.
It's always like that, yeah. Croissant.
I mean, come on.
Oh,
man.
man. Yeah, I love
Sexy.
I-
It's sexy.
Let me get off the screen. I know you're off
But
carbs
again-
right now.
But again, baguette is... no, it's fine. Baguette is also French. It's French.
Oui.
You know, the
Ratatouille.
Italian... you have a Italian...
All my repertoire.
You have Italian... We have Italian bread
Sure.
that you know we buy every now and again. It's much harder than if you go
Like
here.
the crust, you mean, is
Yeah.
harder? Or the
Yeah.
actual, hang on.
The crust.
Yeah.
So you go here and buy Italian bread. It's nothing. It's nothing. It tastes shit. You know, it doesn't taste
Bland.
good. No, it tastes like doughy. You know what I mean? It doesn't taste cooked. And you know, so when you have Italian bread in Italy, or even like in some Italian places in Brazil or Mexico or Europe, right? Maybe here as well. It depends where you go, right? So, but it's proper. You go like, okay, so you don't cut it. It's so hard. You have to break it, like with your hands, and then you get olive oil, virgin olive oil, the one that is actually almost spicy if you are dehydrated. So you feel like in your throat. So you have to have drank a lot of water during the day. Or not a lot of water. You have to have drank your water, you know, during the day. And then you do the the black balsamic vinegar.
My favorite.
then-
I love.
And then
Reduced or regular?
Regular.
I would do regular. Yeah.
Because it's going in the extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, I'll do regular. I wouldn't do reduced. Because the reduced is too sweet.
For some things, it's amazing. For some
It just
things,
depends on what you're
No,
doing.
yeah.
So instead of
No,
like
no.
a big piece
I'm
of bread,
talking about the Italian bread in
That's what I'm
Italy.
saying.
You know,
I
yeah.
would do it how you're saying. With
Yeah,
what you're
regular,
talking about.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
I'm just asking.
with wine, you know,
That's how you
Jesus.
enjoyed the sourdough I baked.
Oh, I
I was
ate.
gonna say she makes
I ate 3/4 of your sourdough in one day.
Yeah.
But I did not have regular. I had the.
If you get those little crostini, though, little mini ones, and then put some like fresh mozzarella on there with the balsamic glaze, like where you reduce it, maybe add a little sugar. That with some basil,
salt and pepper, basil,
tomato,
that
like
tastes good.
bruschetta
Yeah.
with
Oh,
fresh
yeah.
mozzarella in that. Oh my God! It's
Oh
amazing.
man, that is
Yeah.
very, very slightly above.
That's
above.
like way up there. Like, that's like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Slap some
Bruschetta is
arugula.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So good.
It's really
Yeah,
good. Let's make me do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Scuderia.
And you see that
You don't move your arm. You just move
Man,
your
and-
hands.
you see everywhere those carbohydrates shapes, they are fantastic. Think arepas. You have arepas in Colombia and Venezuela. Then you have how do they call it, montaditos in Spain, which is very similar to a bruschetta, right? So we always use carbohydrate. Pizza, bread. Look, it's easy, man.
Rice.
It's
rice
available.
pasta.
It's easy to
Tortillas in Mexico.
Tortilla,
'cause we
yeah,
had
oh my
corn.
God, you can't
I'm
eat
sorry,
anything without a
I
tortilla.
forgot to mention.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it
Yeah,
either, but
yeah.
everything with the tortilla. Same with the beans. Like in
Yeah,
Brazil,
beans.
it's like
We
rice
eat a lot
and
of
beans.
beans.
You remember that we saw
I love
man.
it though.
we saw
just cooked. If I knew it, I would have brought her.
I love
Yes.
just the rice and black beans. I could eat that by itself.
Yeah, we in Brazilians we do white rice and black
The
beans.
black beans.
Yes.
I love the combo.
Yeah.
Love it. And
Have
then
you
if you put some sausage in the beans,
Oh yeah,
chop some sausage up in there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is the feijoada, the base.
Well,
the principle of
the
feijoada.
Starts with that base.
no, the feijoada paulista is like that. If you go
Yeah.
like a traditional feijoada, and then
It's
you
more
have
soupy, right?
it's more like it's more
Caldo.
like a Spanish dish, like a stew than anything else, because it has
Okay.
all. You have the pork nose, ears,
everything. Yeah.
knees, and everything in it.
I got it at that
Anything cartilage,
food truck.
you know,
Yes,
you
it
have
was
it in there.
built
That
in
one food truck
a
is really
moment
good.
of need.
But you had
Right.
the Paulista one, the São Paulo.
I had at Conrad's house. They made that kind, I guess, where it was
Yeah.
like sausage and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
That by itself, just over rice, I could kill 5 bowls and just keep going back. I love it. It's really good.
Okay, when we go to Brazil, right?
And the
you-
meat is just low
I'm gonna-
cook it. Yeah. Go ahead.
We're gonna have my aunt doing a traditional proper feijoada with my
Okay.
cousins that own the flooring factory,
Yes.
and then you're gonna
Nice.
go like,
Everything else is shit.
oh,
Yeah.
this is different. It's different. The traditional feijoada is different.
It's different.
You know.
I'm sure I would like it. I know I would actually.
Yeah.
I got to make y'all some gumbo. This is what it reminds me of a little bit.
Yes.
Is like dirty like jambalaya rice, where we make it's like white rice, but you put a lot of seasoning and like spicy sausage and stuff. Have you ever had jambalaya?
I have
Or
not.
like dirty
No,
Cajun
I know
rice?
what it is. Yeah, but
I know, it's not like it sounds appetizing, but like all the names for stuff
Right.
over there is funny. But dirty
uh,
Cajun rice, we just call it dirty rice, but it's rice
yeah,
with
yeah.
bell pepper, onions, sausage. That could be like a side dish.
That's a paella.
Carretero.
That's almost a paella.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
Yeah,
Cajun.
carretero paella is almost the same thing. man.
Yeah, you
Well,
see
but
that we're
with
talking about.
It's
paella,
more
you
of a-
use azafran. I don't know how you say
Yeah,
that.
Saffron?
Saffron, yeah.
Yeah, but again,
and all the
risotto
spices.
Yeah,
risotto
it's
is from
different.
Italy, right?
Yeah.
Paella is from Spain. It's all the same. It's
This,
all the
is,
same.
this would be more of like a French derivative though, because
Yeah.
it's from Louisiana, like Louisiana Purchase. That was all French down there. That's why it's like the dirty Cajun.
Yes.
Some of them speak French, but that's where those flavors come from. And like some of the base, like the Holy Trinity, where you're getting bell pepper, celery, and onion, and then to me, it's like not great for you. It's carbs and it's a little bit of sausage, but I would just eat way too much of it because I like it a lot. But I would also I'll make y'all like a chicken and sausage gumbo at some point. I lived off of that. That's all I would eat.
Man, no matter how much other diets try to prevent us to eat carbohydrates, it's just so readily available and it's so easy and it can be great. You can make great dishes. I don't enjoy carbohydrates that much, but I see around when it's well done, I'm gonna take it because I barely eat carbohydrates. So when I eat it, I want to eat the best. I want to eat the best I can, So I eat it if I see something good, like the ones I brought in here, right? What's that? Oh,
No, I'm taking notes because this cigar is like it's taking over my thoughts.
okay.
Cigars. Are cigars slightly above average or no?
I would say because you're comparing it like of all smokables, right? Like vapes, cigarettes. If we're talking about like in the world of just tobacco, right? I would think cigar would be more than slightly above average.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's about scale. Are you talking about?
The thing is that there is
filler, hand rolled.
Yeah, there is a difference. Like premium cigar, machine rolled cigar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cuban sandwich, slightly above average.
Cuban sandwich is slightly above average.
Yeah.
So cigars like less than $5.
Still better than not smoking that.
Yeah.
And smoking something else.
Those are slightly above average. Anything like $7 up to, let's say, $35, $50. Those are, your premium cigars that.
It's all about
and
scale.
again, it's the palate, right? So it always relate to the palate. It's like a wine. You can get a very expensive wine and somebody sips on it and like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's true. No, absolutely. We don't have to do it now. I was just getting ready. There's many things like that. Like the first time you ever have a beer, most people don't love a beer. Acquired taste on a lot of things. So if you get started,
sushi is very hard, very hard.
Texturally, right?
Yeah. So
But
I
I've
love
always
sushi.
liked sushi.
I
Like from
love
the
sushi
moment I
too.
tried it, I knew I liked it.
talking about acquired taste, sushi is a lot of that. Like takes you start with the hot ones.
That's I was just about to say there's
with
levels
lots of
to it.
carbohydrates on,
Correct.
and then
Because
you
you can
start
get the
taking
deep
out.
fried ones, and then you can start getting nigiri,
Exactly.
sashimi, or
And then
just fish.
A well done one again. We always talked about that. How was your first experiences? Usually are not the best because you don't have the money for that. You don't know the people who knows how to teach you how to do that.
The very first time I had sashimi, I was like,
It's amazing.
this is for me. You know what I mean?
Okay. But you're
And
different, right?
and then
He's built
sushi.
different.
All
Yeah, my
those
first experience.
no.
with-
But I would say sushi. I was the hot roll, which is it has that
the hot roll, yeah.
the butter thing with
battered and deep
salmon,
fried.
Braided, yeah.
salmon and cream cheese,
Yeah.
like the
That's
Californian.
like the dynamite roll or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, the Californian or whatever it's called.
California is cucumber, cream cheese, and
Well, without the cucumber, just salmon, cream cheese on the
that's
probably called
sushi.
like an Alaskan bake or something,
Yeah.
like an
Okay.
Alaskan bake roll.
Yeah, okay.
If I had to guess.
And you can
Nigiri is
go,
good too, though.
yes.
Like you have a little mound of rice and then fish over the top,
Yeah.
and the
Oh,
chef comes
Lily.
over here with like a little soy sauce glaze and just brushes it over the top of the fish so you don't get too much, and then you fish side down on the tongue.
Yeah. Flambed.
Look at this.
Flambed too.
Look at
You
this,
know?
Lily, my little one. She always buys nigiri,
Yeah.
and she leaves the rice.
She just eats it.
She
Just
eats
sashimi.
Yes, exactly. It's like
Exactly.
Lily.
But she's like, Daddy, I know you want the rice.
No. But now
She's being
she
sweet.
now she eats everything. But
Yes.
and then it's like, hey, I told Chris, it's like, just stop buying nigiri for her because she's asking that for the salmon. So let's just get a salmon and then we slice it and then she eats it. And then she just loves it. But you know what? One thing.
Doesn't she do that with steak too, though? Like just eat the fat? Or used to, at
He
least?
used to. Now she eats everything, but she would start from the
That's
fat.
hilarious.
She loves that, and
Well, it's super tasty.
But talking about palate change through life, right? So one thing that I never liked on any Japanese food was the
Wasabi,
no, the wasabi I always love. The other one that comes with it,
ginger.
the ginger.
It's sweet ginger.
It's a palate
Now-
cleanser.
Now,
I love it.
Now, and my dad was
That's like pickled ginger.
yes.
Yeah.
My dad was always like, no, I have to have that. And then
Weird texture.
a year and a half ago, I started, eating that. I was like, I cannot eat it without it anymore.
Oh, you like it? Cool.
Oh, my
No, it's
palate
fantastic.
changed.
So
Yeah.
intention
one
of
or
it,
the other, like if you're eating,
similar to like if you're
tuna
going to like a cologne or perfume store and you're smelling a bunch of them over and over and over, they all start to kind of smell the same.
Yeah.
You got to like cleanse your palate, and they will literally have like a little thing of coffee beans, and you'll
Yeah,
put
coffee
your
beans,
nose
yeah.
in it.
perfume too. When you go to a perfume store,
yeah.
like you
That's
get
what he's
coffee.
saying, yeah.
That's what
the
I'm
thing.
talking about.
Oh, that was the one.
I'm just making an analogy, but it's very
Yeah.
similar. And also, to be fair, cologne, perfume, they smell different
Yep.
at a temperature on your
Mhm.
skin. If you rub it versus like it changes stuff. But either way,
If
like
you're
your
sweaty
nose
or
gets
not.
overwhelmed with scent, so you go and you cleanse
Mhm.
cleanse the palate. Same thing with ginger. Like, you're eating a lot of sushi. That pickled ginger is kind of like in between bites. You go to like palate cleanse yourself. I actually like putting it in the soy sauce with the wasabi.
That's what I
mixing
do
it all
now.
Together. I make like a spicy, gingery soy
Yeah.
sauce, and that's what I dip everything in. And then I'll still eat the ginger by
I eat
itself.
the ginger. I have to put I put the ginger. I do that,
That's my
right?
favorite.
And then I get the ginger, put on top of the sushi or sashimi or whatever. I
Okay.
roll it. If it is sashimi,
All
I
right.
roll it with,
Mhm.
and then I get also a little bit of the green stuff,
Wasabi.
wasabi.
Oh, wasabi's great.
Yeah, I love it. I
Oh,
love
wasabi.
it.
But
Wasabi
you have
reminds
to,
me-
You have to know how to use it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
of course, you're not going to take a
I'm-
huge bite.
I'm
Have y'all ever
quite-
had
But-
those wasabi almonds from Blue
I have
Diamond?
not.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
right,
they're
yeah.
fantastic.
It's good. Wasabi reminds me. I love wasabi. It reminds me of German
Mustard, like hot mustard.
mustard.
Me too. Chinese hot
Yeah,
mustard
yeah,
is
yeah.
the same. They
It's-
remind me of each other.
Oh,
It's
It's like
so
horseradish or something
It's
in
ho-
there. That
this
could,
is the
so
one we
good.
eat here, right? Yeah.
I
more,
love horseradish. So,
Oh man.
amazing.
when you're eating seafood, do you like cocktail sauce and horseradish?
I
or
do
no?
it. I do it.
You do it
I'll
all?
go for that.
Yeah, you dip it in, right?
Like, let's say you're doing some big cocktail shrimp. I have
Right.
to have it in that
Yeah.
cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have to, but I love cocktail sauce.
Yes.
Palate change. Growing up, I hated cocktail sauce. One time I dipped into it thinking it was ketchup, and it rocked my world in a bad way.
And I think we
I
go
love
through
it now, though.
We go through phases, like different tastes, different types. That's what I
That's
feel.
true.
Isn't that true? Like I also am very particular about my sushi. Like I want it. I always, if I have 3 different ones, I prefer to eat first this, then the other one.
Oh, okay.
Then you clean the pot. You clean it.
There's a
between
method.
them. Yeah, and then the soy is always
Why
in the
am I not
bottom.
surprised?
Always in the bottom. And you know what I'm saying? Like I
You're
prefer
just
to
a
do that.
well thought out person.
Yeah, maybe.
The other
That's
day-
like one of your qualities.
The other day I cooked. What did I cook? I cooked pork belly,
Okay.
and then I cooked the pork belly, and I left it in the pan. Throw rice in it. I fried the rice a little bit, and then I put water, and I let it grow.
Steam and-
Right. So Lily was eating it, and then of course she went to the pork first, and then she looked at me.
Sure, kiddo.
And then she looked at me and goes like, "Daddy, can I put soy sauce on my rice?"
Like,
So, of course you can, baby.
hell yeah.
And then she did that because it's salty, right?
Yeah.
And then she did a little bit, so just a little bit, and she did a little bit, and then she ate it. It's like, oh
Just
man,
loved
this is so
it.
good. But she went through the meat first, you know what I mean? So she's incredible.
Growing up, like in elementary school, I used to eat those like cherry tomatoes as snacks. Like I would go to school with like a little Ziploc bag and some ranch, and I would just eat them. And one day, I just way overate. I think I went into the fridge and I grabbed the whole big tub of the cherries and I brought them to school and I was eating them. Not the tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and I got sick and I threw up. And from that day on, like just the way it tasted, I always hated like the texture and the taste of raw tomato. Still to this
wow.
day, I really don't like. If I just were eating a raw tomato, I could do it. I wouldn't throw up. I just don't enjoy it at all. The only time I like raw tomato would be like a slice on a burger, and I honestly could do without. Like it doesn't
So-
change anything for
Yeah.
me.
Cherry tomatoes is slightly above average then.
Below average for me. Like I would
For you.
I avoid them. If I eat one, I eat one, but I avoid them. Cooked tomato, on the contrary, I love. Raw, I don't love. Like raw, like diced tomato in a salad, I'll eat it because I'm not a child. I won't pick around it, but I almost want to because I just don't love it, But it has to be salted and peppered. Like it's so bland. It's like mushy lettuce to me. Is what it
Yeah,
tastes
I know
like.
people that like can grab a tomato and just bite out of it. I cannot do that. Like I can have a tomato in a salad, like like he said, in a burger, cooked. I love, of course. I mean, I'll eat raw tomato, but like things that go with it, like I wouldn't eat it by itself.
Yeah, tomato is good on a sauce and stuff.
I don't like it by itself.
But when I was a kid, like 14, 15, 16 years old, we would slice half of the tomato, take the inside out, of it, salt it, and pour vinegar on it, like halfway through. And then as you bite on it, you turn to get a little sip of the vinegar as you bite
it.
Well, I bet that's
and
good.
then you turn, and then you bite. It was really, it's something that we did.
Really?
And I was like 15, 16 years old. That's all you normally did.
The power of vinegar, right?
Vinegar is
I love
incredible.
vinegar.
You put vinegar and salt on fries. Oh,
Yeah.
And
Dude.
also,
come on.
there are thousands.
It's
Battered
slightly above
cod.
average.
Yeah.
Fish and chips
Well,
with salt and vinegar
Yes.
is probably got to be one of the top dishes coming out of the UK. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's slightly above average.
Shepherd's pie, maybe.
Fries. You put salt and vinegar in it,
Yeah.
and then, yes, it's like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Incredible. It's one of the things that I learned in UK when I lived there. It was like, why did I not know
I
about that before? You know?
Love how incredibly versatile potatoes are.
Yeah.
Because you can do that and make French fries, and then there's so much more you can do with it. Like the most boring to me is mashed potatoes.
But it's still, if you add bacon
It's
and
super tasty.
if you add bacon,
Slightly above average
butter,
for me.
Cream, sometimes even a little bit of cream. Like
You
What's
can put-
better
depends
than that
on
though?
how you're
I-
making them.
I'm gonna do all that.
But
I just
you
do a
know,
loaded
but-
baked potato.
The thing is, potato.
okay.
Potato falls into the category that I said about carbohydrates.
Yeah, starchy,
Yeah.
carbs.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
Correct.
It's a base.
It fulfills you, and
Make
you
vodka.
can put it so many things inside. Remove half of that. Put cheese on the top of that. There's so many seasonings you can put in that. So it's very
Gnocchi.
versatile.
Don't even get me started on sweet potatoes.
No, I don't like sweet potatoes.
I think you would like the Japanese sweet potato because it's still savory actually, but it's purple on the outside, white on the inside. It's my favorite type of sweet potato.
Never had that.
The only place I ever find it here is at Whole Foods. And they don't
Okay.
even have it all the time. It must be seasonal, but when they have them, I get a bunch of them.
Well, okay.
I'll make some for you at some point.
The one thing
you
that I
might like
liked,
it.
one thing that I liked a lot is when you do baked potato.
Mhm.
Do you get like a brown, potato, and then you
So it'd
bake
be a
it like a
russet
big one.
Yeah.
Then you slice it, in half, and then you salt it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do cream cheese, bacon,
Sour
Yeah,
cream,
right.
any of those.
oh, you can do sour cream with that.
Or
It's
Greek
good.
yogurt.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The problem is when it gets to the end that you only have the potato to eat, right? And they're like, no, I want to keep on eating this. But you
So-
don't have the sauce anymore.
I'll wash my potato right, stab it with a fork in certain areas so it's going to cook a little more evenly faster, and I'm going to rub it all down with some extra virgin olive oil, salt it with some coarse kosher salt, let it go for a little bit, and you're going to wrap it,
yeah,
right?
that's better, yeah.
And then wrap it in foil, let it keep cooking. It's got to get there. And then into foil still. This is the move I go for. You put a knife and you go all the way down, and then you kind of compress it, and it kind of opens it up.
Yeah, it puts up, yeah.
Then I get in there with a fork, and I start fluffing all the potato on the inside. So it becomes kind of like this fluffy potato thing, and then I'm putting all those toppings and mixing it all together. Then as I eat, I'm pulling that skin at almost every bite because I prefer that.
Yeah.
And it goes well with everything.
It does.
Think-
Maria's
I'm
just-
getting hungry.
She's like,
How about-
Maria's
Are you
having ideas what to
okay?
cook tonight for her.
we haven't even spoken about fries, right? So how about Belgian
Oh, wow,
fries?
yeah.
Belgian fries would
Belgian
be
fries
good.
go, like with any kind of sauce. It's great.
Different
It's well-
from a fry, but similar is like if you do cubed like roasted potatoes
Yes.
and like a breakfast hash or something.
It's amazing.
How does
You know?
that look? I don't know. Belgian
breakfast hash?
fries? I never had
Oh,
Belgian.
Belgian fries.
Yeah. How does
Never
that
had
look?
Belgian fries?
I'm not sure. Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I had it.
We do yoga, right? We do
Yeah.
with yoga in Brazil. Another great carbohydrate.
It's like a fancy sauce.
Oh,
It's probably
carbs.
some mayonnaise and
Carbs get you
Yeah,
hooked.
I know.
It doesn't get you going, it gets you hooked.
potato chips. I mean, you start eating them and you don't
Come
want to put it back
Oh
down.
man, yeah.
That's the problem. And then you're hungry again like 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
But while you're eating, why? Oh yeah.
I'm just not getting full on these. I could keep going.
Talk about happiness.
Just full on glutton.
Hey, maybe a lot of people just eat chips just to be happy for a few minutes a day.
I always wonder, like, how similar people are all the time, you know? And it's like I go to the store and I get the big family-size potato chips. How many people are opening that, putting it in a little bowl, then closing it back up? Or are you getting that bag out and you're munching straight out of the family-size bag? And we know you are. Don't lie to me. I know you are.
Yeah.
We're all doing the same shit. And half that bag is air to begin
You've
with.
been there.
To protect
You've
the
been
shit.
there. Yeah, we know.
It's hard not to, man.
I'm one of those people that puts it in a bowl and closes
bet
the
you
bag,
are. Yeah.
and then like puts a
Chip clip.
chip clip, yeah.
But yeah,
on
I
the
don't eat it all in
bag.
one sitting. I just don't put it in a bowl.
And I
This is
do
a
not get my
self-control?
hands inside the bag.
This is a self-control or by principle?
I think she doesn't. She just said she doesn't like her hand in the bag.
I
No,
see,
like
I see.
don't. I'm a very like
OCD, it sounds like.
type of person. So like,
okay, that's your motivation.
I don't
got
like
it.
Doesn't work.
I don't like any of my stuff dirty, and so I'm very picky around.
Are you okay with your
kitchen when
foods touching?
cooking, everything. When I was a kid, I wasn't. So I got over my foods touching until I was like 14 years old, because before that, think up to when I was 12, 13, I would be really bothered if my foods touched, and I would eat one food first and then eat the other one. Let's say if I had rice, beans, and chicken in a bowl, I'd eat all of the chicken first, then
You
all
see?
of the rice,
You're all
then
particular
all of
about our
the
foods.
beans. But I mean, right now I don't do that, but I am one of those people that like I buy the huge size of chips at Costco,
Right.
but when I'm gonna eat it, I put it in a bowl, because I'm like, why am I getting my hand all in there? Like I'm gonna, I feel like I'm gonna contaminate the rest of the chips, because your hands are never all fully clean, even if you wash your hands. Like I'm very meticulous, I would say.
Exposing yourself to germs helps your immune system, though. If we're being honest, just being honest with you. It's not a terrible thing. But I grew up in Southeast Texas, and we made a lot of casserole dishes, and that is literally mixing a bunch of things together in a baking dish, and then I just got so used to mixing stuff as a kid. It made me enjoy food more, like putting my ham in my mashed potatoes and just finding flavor combinations. That's what got me into food. Putting things together that you would never expect to go together and be like, whoa, that's good.
Necessity is the mother of inventions, man.
Innovation, right? You don't have a choice.
Innovation, exactly.
Innovation.
So think about this feijoada that he was talking about. He puts everything, every part of the pork in there. Exactly.
That's all you can
That's
do.
what you have it for the whole day. There's nothing else for you to eat. So I better do this better. Taste it better. I'll have to make it work.
We're
Because
talking
I'm gonna
about
go through that every single day.
foods touching
Yeah.
each other on the plate. Growing up, did you ever have a problem with that, like a complex with foods touching each other?
No, because that's all we do in Brazil. We mix a lot of things together.
See that?
So
That's what I'm saying. I grew up like Southeast Texas, same thing. We make casseroles and all kinds of dishes that ended up becoming like a medley of stuff that you get kind of used to it. But I
Fish.
ended up mixing things that weren't probably supposed to go together and then just liking it a lot.
For you, Dylan, feijão, arroz e carne.
What's
feijão?
that?
yeah, it's the rice,
and
beans,
beans
and meat.
All kinds of meat.
I would love that for
Yeah.
sure.
So this is what they do.
Well, in Mexico, they mix a lot of foods as well. I mean,
weren't into
my
it.
parents would mix their food too. Like I would be the
Rubbing
only
it
one.
public.
It was
Separate.
more. It was
You
a-
just didn't grow up
it
poor
was
enough,
just my
Maria.
brain. Like
I totally
Really?
understand. My wife is like that too. And again, she goes through phases. Sometimes she prefers to mix everything. Sometimes she prefers to do it, one by one.
I used to eat lasagna with white rice.
She's like, my mom would come and make me breakfast, and I didn't really like when my caviar was touching my beluga whale.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
She's over here
Yeah.
Okay.
with her golden
I'm
cutlery.
Yeah. My
Did
croissant.
you hear what I said? Lasagna with rice?
Sounds,
Yes.
well, dude, you put. I'm not surprised
Oh,
you
wow.
put mayonnaise on breakfast tacos.
No. rice.
We were at the golf course and we got breakfast tacos, eggs and bacon and cheese. And he goes, "Anybody have any mayonnaise?" And the lady looked at him like he was a serial killer. And he was like, "What? I want some mayonnaise."
No, but look at this.
Salsa.
Look at this. I made the other day. I made minced beef, right, and rice. So when you put it on a plate and you mix it together.
Brazilians love it too.
And right, and then I gave it to Lily. To say again, my little one. She experiments the food. She doesn't like experimenting the food, but then like, hey, trust daddy. And then she goes like, has a bite, and then she goes like, oh, So and then it's funny, and then she eats, and then I put mayonnaise. And I mix it all together. It almost create like a little risotto kind of texture to it because everything is stuck together, right? It's like, Lily, try this. Trust daddy. And then she's like, no. And it's like, just a tiny little bit. And she eats it like, I like this. She had a full plate. I'm telling you, rice with mayonnaise, awesome. So you don't mess with my mayonnaise, Maria.
People get hung up on the idea of it. But it is good. So
hey, you do you, man.
And you have to admit, because I'm the same way. Growing up, my parents, when they divorced, every time I would see my dad, we would always go try different food places, and it was like my way of connecting with them was trying to experiment through food. And I was the only kid that would eat anything other than chicken nuggets. Really, like I would just go and experiment stuff with them, and so that's how I was like. I love when people are able to experiment with stuff and just try it. You might not like it, but is it going to ruin your day that you got something? Go eat something else afterwards. Like it's fun to try things.
Yeah. What else is other than this food train that we got that's slightly above average?
EVs. In the world of EVs, what's slightly above average?
Vehicles?
Yeah, electric vehicles. Or what about solar on your house? Is that slightly above average?
I think it's below average.
Below average?
Yeah, here in the U.S. because it's they charge too much for something that shouldn't cost that much.
Like material installation?
Yeah.
People end up paying so much for that. The offset with what you're saving in energy. Yeah.
It's 4 times more expensive to get solar panels in your house than in Brazil. And Brazil normally is more expensive than here.
But why is that?
Because of the lobby, that they had over here. Now that there is no incentive from the government anymore, they're going to have to cut the prices down. Every time they have lobbyists and then having government subsidiary kind of thing, and subsidies. Subsidies, and it's like people just there's just people making money of it. Now that there is not, they're going to have to put the price down. And the price is coming down.
Catch up, and they will. Like the investors and everything with oil and gas, it's always going to be there. But if some of these big dogs start funding and putting money into renewable resources, you'll start seeing better stuff coming out. But that's just it takes a long time.
In the U.S., it's below average. It's not. I have solar panels, so I know what I'm talking about.
So then driving an electric vehicle.
I like it.
Pros, cons?
There is no cons to me.
Because
everybody has 2 cars, and then you use the other car to travel long distance, or just hop on a plane. The EV is great for city, work, and doing 98% of the time that you're driving a car.
For what type of people?
Salespeople, people that are going to work every day.
What about someone that lives in an apartment?
That is complicated because it's hard to go and charge. I mean, you have to go to a charging station to charge it. So, and then I would have to say that Tesla is the only one that you can have if you live in an apartment. But if you live
do you live? Do you live in a city or do you live in the suburbs? Because that's completely different conversation.
Well, but
right?
Yes and no. But the thing is,
complicated topic, but
if you own
this variable,
if you own a house and then you're gonna get your vehicle charged at home like you do with your phone, you're good. Any EV for the city work, which is what you do 98% of the time, because you're only taking vacation here in the U.S. like a couple of weeks.
at Dell they have like I don't know 50 parkings.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
in
if you
America.
go to work and they have, I mean, depends on the company they work for
Yes.
as well, you know.
But it's a big chunk of the jobs. It's like large corporations which they will provide you that. The point
Even the apartment complex that I used to have
Yeah.
these business before, they had EV chargers in there
Okay.
yeah,
in
when
the
I-
apartment. So it's like
Yeah.
Were
for
they slow
anybody.
or were they?
No, they're fast chargers.
They were fast
Yeah,
chargers?
yeah.
in 2019,
That's cool.
we rented an apartment for a year too. They had like I think one per store, so there would be 5 stores. There would be 5. It was enough because in 2019 it wasn't as big as it is right now. You know, so probably they would adjust, they would adapt it to that. You know, that's what I think.
I don't
But for
mean
me, for me, the way we use car, Tamiris and I, it's impossible because you always drive 24 hours.
Well, because you
48
travel.
hours.
You
Yeah.
don't travel, yeah.
Yeah.
need long range
Our next trip
gas.
is to Nashville by car.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But if-
you
let's
know
say
what-
if-
you know what I'm saying?
If you're driving every day to work, you're not working from home, you're driving to work every day and coming back, you're doing like 30
Sure.
miles
Yes,
per
yeah,
day.
Yeah.
Even like a small battery EV,
True.
Can do it.
that is necessary. That is enough, you know.
If you're going into an office and staying there and then coming back, yeah. If you're going out and you got to do other things, it just depends. But I think of like I see Teslas on the road now the way I see Toyotas, and not in the same class of quality. More so, like you just see them everywhere.
Yeah.
So from 2019 to 2025, now almost
For sure.
2026, it's like every third car is some version of a Tesla.
Yeah.
Almost
Mhm,
like
mhm.
33% of the vehicles on the road are Teslas. In Austin, Texas, it feels that way.
City car, I don't think it's slightly above average. I think it's way up there because it makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
it does make sense. And we know because we got the Tesla here for me to drive because I drive a lot. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you do need gasoline or diesel because we have your truck, it's gasoline, and we have the other truck just to take materials to job site, and that's diesel, and you need those.
And there's a how do
For
you
now.
feel? How do you feel inside the car? Because I know I would ask you. Don't you, I feel that every time I drive, I'm having fun.
Well, I love the inside of the cabin of my truck. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like this. I feel like it's the continuation of my house. You know, of my things. That's why I see the car being the center of the transportation of Americans, because it's this feeling of extending your house, extending your property. You know, so do you feel that when you're driving the same pleasure that Dylan has just described it?
The more I drive, now I'm at the stage that I already like it, right? But
Uh-huh.
I didn't think that I would like as much. And
You
Dylan's
didn't
been
even want to buy it at first.
yeah, we remember that we had to test drive it for like 4 hours.
We both drove it, and at the end of it, he was like unconvinced. He was like, I just don't know the seating position. There's
Yeah.
things. And he was like, what do you think? And I was like, I think you should just get it. I think
That's
over
why
time, you're
yeah.
going to feel comfortable. You get used to it.
Acquired taste.
The more I drove,
Where you liked it.
the more I liked it.
Okay.
It's and of course the technology and everything else included to that. It's of course it's a Tesla. So, but I had a BMW before, the i3.
He came from electric to electric.
Yeah.
That
But again,
wasn't a bad car, though. It just didn't have a long range. But it was
it
a good
didn't
car
have
for
a
you.
long range. So just coming to work, it was fine. But then having to go and see customers, I could see one customer a day. That's it. But the amount of driving that I do today, because I do a lot of networking, business development, it wouldn't work. I would have
wouldn't
to
cut it.
stop twice a day to recharge.
What is the other one? The i6? Or is the i4?
It was i3.
i3.
No,
Well,
the
the-
new one, sorry.
The i4 is the one that I wanted to get, the BMW one. But they just released that one when we got the Tesla. So, and then I was like,
Maybe next time around.
next
you'll
time around, yeah.
shop them against each other, yeah. Because you have
Yeah.
charging at home regardless, so it's kind of a non-issue for you.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Also,
charging station.
You gotta remember that parking is ubiquitous. It's everywhere here. You can. It doesn't matter how big your car is, how large your car is. You park everywhere here in Texas. Now you go
Yeah.
to Austin downtown. You go to bigger cities. It would make even more sense. You can go there. You can charge. It's just effective. Like efficient. having the EV cars, or not even, probably driverless, probably cars is going to make more sense.
But I mean, the more technology you have with the battery itself, like the Cybertruck, I believe it might have been a fixed test, but I think in a drag race, it beat like a Porsche hauling a Porsche on a trailer behind it. So it's got good like hauling capacity, the same way as our diesel truck does. If you can find a way to have some revolutionary change in that battery to get you the longer miles for when you're under load, because that's going to severely drop your range from 240 to something because you've got weight.
Right.
So they just need more stuff to come out. But
it's not a fair comparison, because if you, let's say if you
the F-150 Lightning, I think the Cybertruck outclasses it in a lot of ways.
Well, but again, so if you get on an EV car like F-150 Lightning or Cybertruck or a Tesla, whatever EV that has long range, right? If you leave Austin to go to Vegas to watch the Formula One, right? It's a 2 days drive. It's a 24-hour drive, right? So the Porsche, if the Cybertruck is not pulling a Porsche, just
driving
on itself, the Porsche will get there first, because it has to stop less times, and every time it stops, it's faster to fill up the tank. Yeah. So the Cybertruck is not going to be as fast getting to a long distance. You can get there fine, because there's a lot of charging stations along the way. But again, EV cars, city.
So, that's exactly. So, you don't use a screwdriver in the place of a hammer. Like, every tool has its purpose. So, for a work vehicle, I have my own work radius. I'm not going too far outside of the Austin area. So, I should always have enough range to get something there, maybe stop somewhere on the way back, a couple places. I don't want to be like cutting it so close. I'm going to get there and I'm going to get back and I'm going to have 5 miles left. Like, no one wants to cut it that close. Yeah. So, it's just having the comfortability of a cushion with your range makes you feel better.
Not that you have never done that with the car, right?
Yeah, I've ran cars dry before, for sure. So. It's a huge problem in a diesel engine. The fuel engine, it's terrible. So in a gas car, not as destructive.
What was the longest trip you've done with your truck?
This truck?
Yeah. 5 hours?
No, I think Houston.
Houston?
No, I took Sam's car to Houston. I haven't even taken it. Oh. My buddy's ranch house when we went. My buddy's ranch house when we went on our golf trip. It was like a 3-hour drive.
Think about how versatile your car is for traveling.
Yeah, when I'm on the highway, I can get over 600 miles range. So like you're just cruise control. I'm getting those miles per gallon up to like 20 something. Because city, I'm getting less than 16. I'm getting like 15.7, 15.9 if I'm going longer. But if I'm just stop and go, 15 and a half. Long, like if I go on a distance trip, maybe I get up to 22. But the difference in that, I have a huge tank. So it's like I can get over 600 miles just highway miles, which that gets you pretty far,
funny.
Man.
That's funny because we went to the beach for a weekend kind of thing this year. And I took the diesel truck. It's an old truck. It's a 2003.
Wow.
F-250, right?
I love that truck, though.
It's pretty good.
I really do.
165,000 miles in it. Chris's car had a little...
Is it a Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris's car had a little issue with the steering rack column. Yeah. So it was on the mechanics changing it. It was like a week before that problem showed up. And then we had to, send that to Charles Cordillo, Genuine Automotive in Diesel, to fix it. And then so we took a trip on the truck. And it was comfortable. And I went to Texas beaches, right? So it's on the coast. It's like 5 hours drive and back.
Surfside, right?
Surfside. And it was it was $55 to get there and back and drive around. It was cheap.
And everybody thinks
it's
of these trucks
diesel.
as like these gas guys. But if you're driving it that way is different from city miles, picking something up, dropping it off, stop signs, you're going long distance.
We'd wait on,
Your mileage comes up. Diesel engines don't put a lot of RPM, so it's It's the
It
move.
was cheap. It was cheap. You want to travel long distance? Diesel.
Relatively comfortable ride too, right?
It was as comfortable as it can get. I got there. I could play. You know, I could
Play
get
some
on
squash.
I could play squash. I could get on a golf course. I could, play a soccer game.
That's why I like just the big oversized comfortability of it, you know. But
Yeah.
I know it's not. Europeans look at us like we're crazy, but everything's spread out. Our highways, the structure of our roads are bigger. Parking spots are bigger. It's just things were made there tighter and smaller and more. So you can't
All
have
the roads were built for that.
a big
all the roads were built for that.
F450 dually. You know, you're not gonna have an easy time.
We traveled 24 hours.
I didn't have my timer on me, so we are over the time quite a bit. So, Maria, sorry. Is there anything is likely above average you need to comment on?
I think this podcast has been way more than slightly above average.
Another level.
I
There.
love
Way
that I was
more.
able
Way
to bring
more.
an interesting topic. My topic was that. The topic I brought to the table was talking
Yeah.
about slightly above average things
Yeah.
in our slightly above average lives.
That's true.
Yes, awesome.
right.
Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe.
Like,
Comment.
share with a friend,
Share
and
with
we will
friends.
see you next time. Thank you so much.